Alright, what's up guys? MainManSWE here, the master of Jin. Well, okay, not really. Cherry Berry Mango is the god of Jin, in my opinion. And hopefully I'll get an interview with him very soon. He's very interested in doing it. I've contacted him on Twitter, and it's most likely going to happen. So that's going to be awesome. So you'll see me talk to the Jin god himself. But someone in the chat just asked what makes Jin so difficult, and I thought this could be an interesting video. It's something people ask me a lot. I get it in every time I play Jin, I get it in the Twitch chat, and God knows it comes up a lot in YouTube comments and on Discord. And there's quite a lot to this, but I'm gonna try and take it step by step. But overall, Jin is a very strong character, but he's very all-round. He has quite a large move list, and the thing with Jin is he resembles Fengwei a lot in this way, in my opinion. It's that he just has a lot of really good moves, and you have to learn to utilize all of those moves if you want to be good with Jin. And you have to know how to use all of those moves, when and how, and that's just where he becomes so difficult. Kazuya is also a very difficult character, but he's very simplistic to approach because you use basically 7 moves. Literally, with Kazuya. But it becomes very difficult because at the same time, he's held back by the fact that he uses 7 moves. The opponent very quickly learns the matchup. Oh, I step him to the left, and I only have 7 moves to lab to learn how to deal with. So that's where Kazuya becomes difficult. How do I surprise the opponent? And of course his execution, lack of panic moves, shit like that. Bad pressure, difficult. But Jin, for a completely different reason, you have execution aspect, but a very complicated character to say the least. For example, like Kazuya, we can approach him like a Mishima, as I did for the longest time. Good movement, move around. We electric, we whiff punish with the electric. To get, I have to say, difficult combos as well. But you can approach him like a Mishima and a 50-50 forward 3. But immediately, you can't bound after his electric. His forward 3, much worse range than Kazuya's forward 3. His hell sweep, albeit it gives you a mini juggle or a juggle, it's rather slow. CD1 is punishable. So he has the Mishima game plan, but he doesn't do it as well. Jin forces you to make a commitment here and say, if you want to play like that, why not just pick Devil Jin? Exactly, Jin doesn't do it as well. So we actually have got to with Jin to expand the way we look at the game and say, we have to utilize his other tools. We can't just rely on Electric Wind, Hook Fist Punishment, and a 50-50. He's got great pressure. So here you're gonna learn these strings. Laser Cannon, one of the best strings, 2-1-4. How do we use that? Back to 1, humongous range, great finisher. Shit like this. We're gonna cancel. We have a stance for pressure actually. We can cancel into Zen. Oh, defense. We have a parry. That's completely unique and takes a lot of skill to use because we parry and then depending on the frames of our opponent, we 2-4 or we can. We have a lot of evasive stuff. Back 1 into 1+2. Into this evasive 2 option here. We have an up for 2. We have a big sweep from this evasive stance. And the thing is, you have to learn all of these tools. You know, I just want to get this point across that, you know, he has down 3-3, which is basically only used as the final chip, as a low. Natural combo, but launch punishable on block. Up for 2 is a very specific move, you know, when to use it. He has a can. That is, I mean, with Kazuya, you pressure with the electric. You whiff punish with the electric. You block punish with the electric. With Jin, he has a electric for pressure, but for punishment you will exclusively for 15 frames use down 3-4 for the big combo. So this is where I'm trying to say that, like Feng Wei, he always has a move designed for one purpose. Whereas a character like Kazuya uses 7 moves which all fit several purposes. So that's why Jin is a bit more complicated. You have to know about all of these moves. Because God knows you won't use this out in the open. It's a punish tool. And 2-4 is his 10 frame punish. It's very huge damage, but bad range. 12 frame punish is very difficult with Jin due to the bad range of these options. So hopefully you understand now that you have to do a lot of work with Jin, a lot of research just to get to know your own character. And you have things like, you can play him like a Mishima, you can play him like a pitbull monster. You even have very evasive tools, you know, to play a very defensive oriented Jin. You have a unique parry that takes quite a... That's a defensive tool. It's great. It takes a lot of time to get used to it. Execution barrier is high. You need good movement. His combos are usually more complicated than other characters. I mean, $100 combo. You won't see a lot of people use this, of course, but that's his max damage. The easy combos are some work as well. Fuck, I was gonna get to something else. You know, when we're actually talking about the execution barrier, his forward 4 combo, if you do not want to go into Zen cancel, you know, if you want to stay back with forward 4 like this, he actually got Tekken Tag 2 and Tekken 6 Dragunov's hard, you know, dash in while standing 4 combo. This is a good staple from there. And it's not super easy, you know. But if you want to take Jin to the highest level, you have to learn how to do this combo. I just hope, I don't want this video to be too long, but I hope you understand what makes Jin very difficult. He can be played in a big amount of ways, but it's like another character will always do pressure a bit better than him. Another character will do 50-50 better than him. Another character will do evasiveness better than him. Jin forces you to use all of his arsenal because he has access to a very all-round toolkit that makes him universally great at all of the areas of Tekken when you're using him as the package, you know, his full potential. If you play him only as a pressure character, only as a Mishima, only as evasive character, you won't do it, or only as defensive character, you won't do as well. It's when you master and understand all of those components, he really shines. And that's very difficult to do, because that means you've mastered all of the aspects of Tekken. And it means you've gone through a big move list, Jin's move list, and you understand how to use all of those moves. And you have that very large arsenal of moves in your head at all times, and as soon as an opportunity presents itself to use a specific move, you use it accordingly. That is what makes Jin so difficult, and that's what sets him apart from 99% of a cast, or 95% of a cast, in my opinion.